From the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown, this is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now on this Wednesday. I'm Justin Gould.
And I'm Matt Hummel. Happening now, Jamestown Republicans have made an endorsement for mayor in this fall's election.
Plus, a Jamestown man is charged following a raid yesterday on McKinley Avenue here in the city. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter is standing by with a live look at our weather. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Jay and Matt, and happy Wednesday to you. We're almost halfway through the middle of the week, and that winter storm is a-coming. Live scan on First Defense Doppler shows really nothing. We have a few lighter snow showers that are starting to come through the southern tier, but the big mess is yet to come. Winter weather advisory remains in effect until 1 a.m. tomorrow morning, and it's really not for the snow or the ice accumulation. It's really for slippery travel conditions, as we're going to see some freezing rain later on this afternoon, as temperatures will just struggle to hit freezing throughout the day. And this was the high temperature yesterday. 28 was the high, 16 was the low this morning, and the record high for this date is 58. I'm going to talk about that during the full weather segment a little bit later on, and obviously no rain at the rain gauge in the bucket at the Jamestown Airport. So as we go hour by hour, again, you can see temperatures will struggle to hit freezing. We're going to have snow first, then sleet, freezing rain, then rain, as temperatures actually warm up overnight as a warm front moves through. We'll time all this out with that Brotherhood Property Maintenance 7-day forecast a little bit later on in the show. Jay and Matt?
Already, Dakota, see you in a bit. Republicans from the city of Jamestown have endorsed Chautauqua County District 11 legislator Dave Wilfong for city mayor last night, that during a meeting. Now, we reached Wilfong for comment this morning. He confirmed he will indeed be running for Jamestown mayor, and he says the endorsement is critical to his campaign success.
Having the endorsement, though, is a huge step up on the campaign. It gives me the opportunity to tap into my party resources and helping people with petitions and that type of stuff. So the endorsement is a huge, huge undertaking, and it's a huge reward, so and I do really appreciate that group.
Now, Wilfong beat out Andrew Liuzzo, who announced earlier this month that he'd be running for mayor as well. Liuzzo told us last night following the meeting that he'd, quote, absolutely be challenging Wilfong in a primary this June. And for more on Liuzzo's comments, please visit our website at WNYNewsNow.com. And we will also have a full story on Wilfong's comments later this afternoon.
And that wasn't all from last night's meeting, though. Jamestown native Raven Mason announced and confirmed to us this morning that she'll be challenging Ward 2 Republican incumbent Tony Doles in a primary for his council seat. Mason told us that the decision was made based on the desire for change in Jamestown.
If we look at what's been taking place just in the past 2 years even, the time is now. I believe, some of the discussion was people are seeking change, and I think even more than change, we're seeking something new. And I just called it even last night, new beginnings. Does that mean, I think there's a changeover of mindsets.
Now, we also reached Doles for comment this morning. He told us that he was, quote, confused as to why she would run, but added, quote, that it is what it is, end quote. You can see that full story on our website, WNYNewsNow.com.
A city man is facing charges after the Jamestown Metro Drug Task Force raided a McKinley Avenue house yesterday morning. Jamestown police say that 29-year-old Antonio Sanders Jr. is charged with criminal possession of a controlled substance and criminal usage of drug paraphernalia. Now, police say they seized crack cocaine, powdered cocaine, and packaging material for the sales and distributions of illegal drugs. During the raid, 3 children were reportedly inside the residence, so Sanders is additionally charged with 3 counts of endangering the welfare of a child. Police ask anyone with information on the illegal sales of narcotics to contact JPT's anonymous tip line at 716-483-8477.
Well, happy Wednesday to you, Matt. Certainly off to the races this morning.
I like that.
It really was. When a newsroom gets moving, it gets moving. So,
well, yeah, but I liked how you said it, because we're off to the races. It's it feels like election season is starting now.
Right here, right now, for sure. You know, that mayor seat, I think, is one of the biggest talked about for people here in the city of Jamestown. It seems like right now, just off the cuff, you know, we're going to have a Democrat. Eddie Sundquist says that he wants that bid. They're expected to make a decision later this week. And then it seems like we're going to have a primary for the Republicans, Liuzzo and Dave Wolfong, who is you know, a very successful county legislator. Liuzzo also, you know, he says he's a very successful city councilman. A lot of people seem to agree with that and support him. He's seen that way of support. So certainly it will be an interesting fall, but mainly I think right now, heading into this, what will be a Republican primary, will be very interesting for registered Republicans in Jamestown.
Well, I'm curious to see, Justin, what the Democratic Party is going to do to respond. I mean, you look here, you had Sam Teresi, a fellow Democrat who's been in office for almost 20 years. So in that time, you know, nobody, to my knowledge, has challenged him for a primary. So the Democrats are in a kind of an uncharted territory. Or at least maybe not uncharted.
And they're coming off that incumbent wave now. If Teresi stands behind his candidate, you know, sure, that will add a little bit of speed to that race. And we'll certainly keep monitoring that. Another one, too, and we'll have much more details on our site in just a bit. Raven Mason challenging Tony Dulce for his Republican seat. We usually don't cover wards 100% specifically, but hearing that, you know, Dulce, a longtime Republican, you know, very much wanting to keep that. Mason asking, I'm sorry, Thompson rather, Raven Thompson asking for that endorsement, not getting it, but saying that she's going to challenge him in the primary. So we'll certainly, you know, see what happens and continue to follow that pretty close.
And that's something that we haven't seen, to my knowledge, in a while either, where in a ward you had a challenge within the own party of the incumbent. Now, we've seen, again, and we talked about this a few weeks ago, Tony Dulce has had challengers before. As a matter of fact, Joseph Scapoletti from the Democratic Party has challenged Dulce a few times. Ricky Lardo from the Republican Party has challenged Murray Karuba in Ward 4 a few times. Now Karuba is the city council president. But having within the party, this is going to be fun.
Absolutely. So I want to say good afternoon to all of you. Angela, Wanda, David, great to see you, sir. Cindy joining us. Gary is here. It looks like Alberta is watching. Samantha's watching. Wendy, happy hump day to you. Hopefully you all are doing well. Still so much more to tell you about. 4 people displaced last night in a fire in Sinclairville. The details on that.
But first, a case could overturn state pistol permit laws. Find out more about that case as News Now continues.
Wow, it's snowing out there.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
When I'm streaming and I'm talking to my community, we have that literally split-second interaction. If somebody says hello, I say hello right back immediately, and it kind of creates that connection. Because like my subscribers and my followers, we pretty much go by Re-Ups Army. All the hate and everything that goes around, that's kind of like our mission statement. Is just like, just be positive and enjoy each other's time. It's more or less just trying to use the internet in a positive way. Like we all from around the world get to connect on the same level, which is, you know, we all love video games. Mixer.com/Re-Up. I'm live every single day, 8 p.m.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Happening now, the U.S. Court of Appeals is hearing oral arguments from attorney James Ostrowski challenging the state's pistol permit requirements. Now, the challenge condemns the state pistol permit requirement, saying that it is arbitrary and unconstitutional. If the court agrees with the challenge, it could overturn the state's pistol permit laws. Now, officials known as the Libertarian Party of Erie County versus Cuomo, the case is one step away from the U.S. Supreme Court to review. The case seeks to nullify New York State's pistol permit requirement. WNY News Now has an interview scheduled with the lead lawyer challenging the state at 2 o'clock. We'll have much more on this ongoing case as we get it.
An inadequate chimney pipe is to blame for a structure fired Tuesday evening on Park Street in Sinclairville that resulted in the displacement of 4 people. That, according to the Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office. Now, an investigation reportedly revealed that the fire originated along the south exterior wall of the residence due to heat exposure from the chimney pipe in close proximity to wood siding. Sinclairville Fire Department originally called for assistance from the Sheriff's Office, and they received mutual aid from multiple neighboring jurisdictions. The family, meanwhile, is being assisted by the Red Cross.
Well, we hope everyone is okay in that. New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo wants to extend the state's seatbelt law to require all passengers in the back seat to buckle up. Under current law, all passengers in the front seat, they must wear the seat belt, but only passengers younger than 16 are required to wear a restraint while riding in the back seat of a motor vehicle. According to the Governor's Highway Safety Association, 28 states and the District of Columbia already have some kind of law on the books mandating that back seat belts are used. The suggestion came in change to amendments to his proposed state budget for the next fiscal year. The amendments were announced late last week. Lawmakers now plan to vote on the budget before April 1st.
And here is Justin Gould's favorite holiday, because he's a pet lover, and they will have no trouble celebrating this holiday. Today is National Love Your Pet Day. Now set aside some time to give your pet or pets some extra TLC and maybe treat them to some of their favorite goodies. You can even dress them up in some cute costumes like these you see here. Use hashtag National Love Your Pet Day to share photos on social media.
And you know, Matt, we've been getting a ton of photos already.
Yes.
Here's just the post that we ran this morning. It looks like there's Rocky there. I really can't see the monitor too well, but it looks like there's a rock because they don't quite have a pet yet.
That's what Rory said. He saw that. Yeah.
And then there's a ton of pets really scrolling through the feed. So please, please, please share what you got with us, and we'd love to share it on our page. So cute.
You know what, Justin, too? You know what platform this story is on, right?
What platform? No, I don't know.
What's the newest thing we have here at WNY News Now?
The WNY News Now app. If you haven't downloaded it, you should download it. Matt, you should have told me we were going to talk about this.
Oh, no. I'm spontaneous.
Yeah, you are spontaneous. I'm like, what the heck is he talking about? Platform? I thought you meant maybe like the actual platform that runs our website.
Or
Facebook.
Yeah, or how about the Soapbox platform? Because I'm going to get on mine.
Matt stands on his Soapbox.
I do.
Yeah, you know what, Gary? That would be really funny. Dress your child as a pet day. that would be cute.
We're gonna start that
like
tomorrow.
The dog ears. Yeah, we're gonna do that tomorrow.
You know how much money we can make?
Yeah, probably. I mean, we could get that bad boy sponsored, and it'd be great.
Well, next time we talk to Tom Reed, we'll see if maybe he can pass some legislation or introduce some that would officially recognize WNY News Now as the Dress Your Child Like a Pet Day people.
Yeah, we could get it for the 21st of February.
I like that.
So that'd be cute. So hopefully everybody is staying warm out there. I know Dakota is in the process of tracking some winter weather that's coming across our area. I know it's not super nice. Here's a live look at the HD News Now cam out there. And there are just a few snowflakes falling, but the thing that always gets me, the Chautauqua Lake cam that we use, is looking over Burtis Bay. It's obviously not a live streaming video source. It just takes pictures every like 30 seconds. Well, here's the latest picture that it has, and look at that. you can't really even see. There's not very good visibility. So certainly he'll be tracking much more of that in just a bit. But I'm really looking forward to some more warmer weather.
Now, question real quick here. I know the producers are calling a commercial, but is that camera, is that Albertus Bay? Where is that on the lake?
Yeah, so do you know where, it's actually on 394.
Okay.
Do you know where the car wash is at the corner of Southwestern Drive and 394? Fairmount Avenue?
Yes, yes.
So across the street from the car wash, there's a real estate building, and there's a house right behind it, and the gentleman owns a big tower, and that's where he has his weather equipment.
Oh, and you can see the lake.
Statement.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's cameras east and west on 394. I believe there's a side yard camera, which we don't use too often, and then there is a camera of the lake itself, which is obviously cropped out all of the other houses and things like that. So really high up. So it's really cool. Great feature. We use it with our news partner, News 4, actually, to kind of share those cameras. So really nice of him, and a really great resource, I think, too, for weather people. So
absolutely.
Indeed, Cindy, I hope everybody stays safe out there today, weather-wise, but it's not like we don't know that all this crazy stuff is going on weather-wise.
We don't know where,
right?
I'm not going to say what I wanted to.
No, say it.
Okay, we're never really prepared mentally.
Matt maybe isn't prepared.
I almost just said we're never prepared, but then that makes people sound like they're never prepared, and then I get fired by Dakota.
Well, Matt, it's okay if you're not prepared, because...
Well, I'm not prepared, I'll say it.
We're about to learn a lot more. So, you know what we are prepared for?
What's that?
A local resort. They're prepared as they're teaming up with the American Cancer Society for a big fundraiser. We'll have that story in just a bit.
But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter is standing by with that doom and gloom. I mean, it's forecast. Brotherhood Property Maintenance. Coming back.
Turn to Brotherhood Property Maintenance for all your lawn care and landscaping needs, no matter the season. Brotherhood Property Maintenance does it all, from professional plowing during the winter months to expert landscaping all summer long. Count on Brotherhood Property Maintenance for mowing, landscaping, tree work, spring and fall cleanup, plus snow removal. Serving both commercial and residential lots, check out Jamestown's fastest growing landscaping crew on Facebook or call us right now to book an appointment.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Coming soon to downtown Jamestown, Pearl City Hops Restaurant and Tavern.
I have some real old-timey dishes on there that I'm just giving new life to. Like there's a shepherd's pie on there that's going to have some bison in it, real thick hearty gravy. Then I'm also doing beer flights. We're pairing it with a set of sliders, a set of tacos, and a set of mini rolls. So everything's going to have its own pair, so you can get a taste of a little bit of everything and all the beers. We don't want to be known as the restaurant in the hotel. We want to be known as Pearl City Hops.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
Speaking about Love Your Pet Day, I don't know if our viewers out there know that episode of Mama's Family where Vinton takes all those old locks and creates the pet lock family. I don't know. 1980s television, if you're like me and have a mind set back there. 28 more days to go until the official day of spring on the calendar. Actually, March 1st is the first day of spring in the weather world, but on the calendar it's 28 days on March 20th. And during First Weather, I told you I'd talk about the record high for today, talk about why it's a little interesting. What's in the books is 58 degrees that occurred in 1994, but if you remember last year, it was excessively warm last year. We were in the 60s this time last year. Now, what ended up happening was last year, the airport was down, so we didn't have data coming from the Jamestown airport, which is where, of course, all the official weather records are taken. So we estimate the high temperature range last year was 60 to 65. That would have busted this record, but the problem is when we don't have official data, the records do not change in the record books if we don't have official data. That's just the way it goes. So last year we actually did break the record because we were excessively warm, but not officially in the books. That's what's in the books, 58, 1994. Here's the news now, Cam. We've seen snowflakes have fallen at times. The current temperature at the airport, it is 28 degrees with that south wind of 13. Look at the visibility, only 5 miles with some blowing snow, and the wind chill is down to 17 degrees. Here's what's going on with this whole system. This whole system is actually splitting apart. What's happening here, we have low pressure near Kansas City. That's going up into Canada. This is the part of the system that's starting to impact us as this high pressure is starting to move on out. And the bigger impacts are going to be felt to our south. We're going to be on the edge of this, but we're going to be close enough where we feel impacts. Winter weather advisory is in place for the entire area. And again, it's not so much the snowfall or the ice accumulation. It's really because it's going to be slick travel as we get some of the freezing rain to come down. We'll show that to you here on Future Scan. This is the model we run in the Weather Center. You can see here we have the snow across the area. Now this pink area here is the sleet, freezing rain as temperatures hover around freezing this afternoon. None of the question we're going to get some freezing rain to come down. We're thinking very minimal accumulations. I think a couple hundredths of an inch. It's not going to be newsworthy, but it will be enough to slicken up the roadways. Warm front moves in, pushes warmer air in, changes it all to rain through the overnight, early tomorrow. Now, as temperatures continue to go down tomorrow, we may mix in a few wet snowflakes, but the majority of the precipitation will be rain, and it clears out for tomorrow afternoon. So again, just to show you the snowfall accumulations, this is the in-house model snowfall projections. Around an inch, maybe less than that. That's it. So it's not so much the snow or ice, it's really because of slick travel as we get some of that freezing rain to come down. So take it easy out there as you do go out this afternoon. We'll go zone by zone. Temperatures near the Lake Erie shoreline will be in the mid 30s. Freezing rain throughout the day, especially once you work inland. Temperatures here will struggle to hit freezing, so we're going to be seeing some sleet and freezing rain out in this direction. Slick travel. Take it easy as you go out this afternoon. Next 7 days of your life, brought to you by Brotherhood Property Maintenance. 38 tomorrow. Here we go. High pressure builds back in Friday. 39 and oh, luscious. 51 degrees Sunday. Few rain showers, but temperatures go back down into the 20s and the 30s for next week. That's all. Sports is next. Don't go away.
Invest in your business or cause by letting the marketing gurus at WNY News Now and WNY Media Company grow your business.
Purchase an ad much like the one you are watching now on WNY News Now's daily show, News Now at Noon, WNYNewsNow.com, or our brand new mobile app.
And then get feedback from our marketing experts and fans alike.
And finally, watch your business grow.
As an added bonus, Community Partners messages will run not only on our scheduled programming, but on weather alerts and breaking news as well.
Plus, messages are shared on WNY Sports Now programming. Anything from a live local basketball game to the Phone Zone Sports Desk.
Become part of our family today.
And contact us right now.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Happy Hump Day, sports fans! Welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. On Tuesday night, both the boys and girls Dunkirk Marauders varsity basketball teams had road games versus the Buffalo Academy for visual and performing arts Cavaliers. The Dunkirk girls team won their game 54-41. Improving their record to 11-10. Meanwhile, the Marauders varsity boys basketball team's losing streak extended to 19 games after losing 72-57. The boys team now has a 1-20 record. The Buffalo Sabres losing streak was extended to 3 games after losing to the Florida Panthers 4-2 on Tuesday. Jack Eichel and Vladimir Sabaka each scored 1 goal for the Sabres. Jonathan Huberdeau had a 2-goal night for the Panthers. The Sabres remain in 5th in the Atlantic Division with 63 points, 3 points ahead of the Panthers. Buffalo will be back in action tomorrow night at 7:30 as they will go on the road to take on the Tampa Bay Lightning, who are in first place in the Atlantic Division. Starting tomorrow, the PGA Tour will be having another tournament. Taking place at Club de Golf Chapultepec in Nacopan, Mexico, the WGC Mexico Championship will take place from February 21st to the 24th. Tee times will range from as early as 12:03 p.m. to 2:15 p.m. This tournament's purse is a grand total of $10.25 million. Justin and Matt, back to you.
All right, Norm, only if I could win. Too bad I don't play golf, but thank you. The American Cancer Society has teamed up with Pekin Peak Resort to host a unique fundraiser to help raise money to fight cancer. Hope on the Slopes, as it's called, will feature a variety of winter sport competitions, silent auctions, and a chicken wing cook-off on Saturday, March 2nd, 2019. The Senior Community Development Manager for the American Cancer Society, Michelle Jacharm, says this fundraiser is a great way to engage the community during the winter months.
This one's different because it's outside and dealing in the snow, which is something that our events typically happen in the summer and fall. So we're super excited to be able to expand our fundraising options into the winter in our area and, engage people that might really love the outdoors in the winter and have a little more time. Summer can get really busy, so we're hoping that that is also an advantage, that people have a little more time this time of year to come on out and have a good time.
Well, registration is $30. It begins at 8 a.m. that day, with the event running until 5 o'clock. Pre-registration can be completed at their website. Jacharm says if the teams raise more than $50, and Matt, that includes the $30 registration, participants will earn a 2-hour tubing pass that could be used throughout the end of the ski season. For more details, head to our site, WNYNewsNow.com. So really cool. There's a lot of great perks to just being there that day. Say if you wanted to go to Pekin Peak to ski, I was reading, I'm going to get to this in a minute, I was reading Gary's comment, that's why I said tea instead of ski.
Hey, mate, want some tea with those crumpets?
Good thing I didn't say pee. But there's a lot of great perks. It's a great event.
Yeah.
I screwed that up. So
let's go tubing, guys. How about we just condense it to that?
Yeah, let's go
tubing. Good cause.
I love tubing. It's easier than skiing.
I don't know about that.
Because don't be a party pooper.
Well, you see, with me, I'm afraid that if I go down a slope, even in a tube, I'll slam into a tree.
Well,
so
what if
at least it's for a good cause.
They can tie them all together and then spin them really fast. We could do that, Dakota.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to get to Gary's comment because I thought this was funny. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure you're kidding. If not, you might be calling the wrong number. But he said, I called the newsroom, but some old lady answered and asked me if I was going to more marshmallows in her tea. What is with that? I have no idea, Gary. You dialed the area code 716, right? Because we're 488-7226.
Well, the real question is, did one of our people that answered the phone, did they screw up or were they messing around? If so, they're fired.
Yeah, you can be fired.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
going to romp out there and start.
All right. Well, hopefully Dakota's not on the chopping block because we're excited about the weather this weekend.
Well,
but we're not that excited.
Oh, no.
It's not here for that long.
We'll see if we're on the chopping block. But before we get to weather, talking about National Love Your Pet Day, this is a video I took of my cat, Ginger, who is now gone. But this was several years ago. I had my laptop down on the floor, and she was staring straight into the camera. And for some reason, it was so hilarious. I was literally laughing my butt off. I mean, it was so hilarious. And it's actually up on YouTube. And if anybody wants the link to that,
that's so cute.
Message me and I'll give you the link for the full video. Brotherhood Property Maintenance, 7-day forecast. Again, slippery travel today as we have some freezing rain. But look at that. Temperatures go into the 40s and 50s. Hey, we'll have rain on Sunday, but we'll take it. 51 degrees, enjoy it as temperatures go back down into the 20s and the 30s with more snow next week.
Real quick, when I looked up, I saw it today and I saw 85%. I thought it said 85 degrees. I was
Not
like,
yet,
I
Matt.
think we
Not
got a
yet.
gerfunkel.
Well, no, my phone, we don't have that much time, so I probably can't find this, but my Apple settings were really weird. It's the last picture I have. It said, look at this. Can you read this?
49.
49.
Good morning.
That's what it said for the high today. Isn't that weird?
That's interesting.
Well, it was like after the alarm every
You know
morning.
what we call those, Jay?
Palo Alto.
Crap apps.
Yeah, well, it's definitely a crap app. Download our app.
Exactly.
That's a great app.